Good morning, YouTube. Just about to head out for a morning run. Gotta stop slacking off with my exercises and get back into it. Haven't ran in a few days. Back home, guys. I feel a lot better after getting that run out of the way. Whew. So we had a little accident with the garden hose yesterday. It burst a hole in it. So Jeanette and I are about to go buy a new one. Fuck, that shit was hot. Ah, shit. Ugh. That metal thing was, oh. Whew. But yeah, we're gonna go buy a new one today. Found it. So it looks like there's a fire going on over in Newhall, which is, it's actually not that close to my house, but you can see the smoke from here. Here, I'll show you. See, that's smoke right there. Let's see if we can see it from a better angle. Right over there. Yeah, that fire is several miles away, but it is relatively close. Like, I can see the helicopters flying over it. Wow. I was looking at it on the news right now, and it didn't look like it was that big, but looking from it over here, it looks like a big cloud of smoke. So I'll go take another look out in the news. Okay, it looks like I was wrong. It's burned about almost 50 acres so far. Wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Hey guys, so I just finished this book, You Call the Shots by Cameron Johnson. And yep, this is the book that I've been meaning to finish for the past week, and I just finished it right now. But yeah, I'll just talk a little bit about it, some of the main points I took from it. Cameron Johnson is an entrepreneur, and he's actually quite famous because he started several businesses at a very young age. I want to say I think he said 10 years old or something, or 11 years old he started his first business. It was making greeting cards. Then he went on to sell Beanie Babies online, and he just kept on making new businesses. These are all internet-based businesses too. One of the most popular businesses he started was called Certificate Swap, and it was where you could trade, buy, sell gift certificates online on his website. Some of the main points he emphasizes are he believes in strong business ethics, traditional business practices in online business. He says a lot of people fail at online business because they lose sight of traditional business practices, and that's why a lot of online businesses fail. And he talks about how he never really used venture capital until he sought after venture capital to grow his Certificate Swap website, and he ended up turning down the deal they were giving him, which was a $10 million deal. The reason he passed up their offer was because he went with a venture capital firm, and he was seeking $5 million for them. A couple weeks later, they agreed to give him $10 million to use to grow his business. He said he didn't need that kind of money, but what they wanted in return for that was they wanted to give him a yearly salary, give up 70% ownership of the business, and his business partner at the time, him and his business partner would split the remaining 30%, 15%, 15%. And he didn't want his reputation to be tarnished by someone else, and he didn't want his business to go into the ground because someone else was running it, not him. And because he would not be calling the shots if he gave up 70% ownership to this company. And that's the title of his book, You Call the Shots. That's pretty much the overlying theme in this book. He didn't want to give up his ownership and his say in the company So he gave up that $10 million deal. Um, and he also says, don't start businesses because you want to get rich. He says, start businesses because you want to have the freedom and basically because he emphasizes the reason you should start a business is because you want to run a business, not because you want to get rich. He never talks about, it does say at one part in the book, he made $50,000 in 1 year selling Beanie Babies when he was like 13 or 14 years old or something like that. And he says that's the last time you'll ever hear of him talking about specific numbers. People will ask him, oh, how much did you sell that business for? What did you make this year? He doesn't talk about that. Because that's not what's important. What's important is that he has the lifestyle he wants. He's able to call the shots. He's able to live the life he wants, and he makes money while doing it. So good for him. But yeah, I would definitely read this book. One reason it did take me a bit longer to read this book is that I did get interested in a lot of things, and there were a lot of things I did read word for word. And at the very end of the book, it has an appendix that gives you tips on starting your own business if you feel so inclined to do so. Whew. Just cooking up some lunch, and then it's back to work. I feel like today's gonna be kind of like a studying day. I'm gonna study things today. So a little update on the fire. It looks like they're still battling it a little bit, but they're lucky because there's not a whole lot of wind today, isn't it? I think they said there's only like 15 to 20 mile per hour winds, so that should be not too bad. It's time to take a break. Whoa. I thought I was bleeding there, but I think it's just from a red pen I was using earlier. Welcome to my life. This is my shocked face.